Welcome to Capricorn, Didici here from astrology.com.au. It's June 2019 and there are absolutely powerful forces at play right now in your horoscope. As you can see here, Capricorn, your sun sign, rising or lunar sign if you happen to know them, applicable to all of you as well. Here we see this build-up of energy in your relationship sector throughout this month of June, and in particular strongly focused straight after this new moon of the 4th, here in your 6th house of karmic debts. You see all of this tight energy going on here. These blue lines are actually favorable influences, in particular here from Neptune, and also here from the past karma point and Saturn. But generally what we're looking at here is this opposition aspect from your ruling planet Saturn, the powerful transformer Pluto, and your past karma point, what we call the South Node or Ketu. These particular planets, when retrograde, actually increase the power. And of course this opposition to Mars and the North Node, or your future karma point, are activated by this new moon. Now the new moon takes place here in this 6th house, the sign of Gemini, with Mercury and the Sun. So this is showing a whole new methodology in terms of the way you work, in terms of the way you deal with inferiors or people that work for you or under you. And you're taking this new moon energy and revitalizing that aspect of your life. And hopefully as that moves here into this opposition component of your horoscope, you're going to be able to take that into this marital business partnership area, and what is generally also your manner of dealing with people as a whole. And so that you can take that modality of service. Some of you may recall I spoke about the word understanding some time ago, and it's an interesting word because it actually entails two words, standing under. And this really is the true inner, I guess, esoteric meaning of the word understanding. So taking this quality of service from the full moon here in your 6th house into this new moon in the 6th house to the area of your relationships, I think, is going to be that factor that breaks the back of the problem that you may have had. And no doubt about it, Saturn and Mars, when they oppose each other, and this gets more and more intense as you see over the days here in June, the frustration can mount to unmanageable proportions, unless of course you're able to take this lunar energy of the new moon and see a way through. Find a way to put aside your own needs for the time being and think about what the other person wants, even if they may be giving you some flack. And that's quite likely here as we see this conjunction of Mercury and Mars also taking place. The whole issue of service, the manner in which you work, the manner in which you serve other people, it's not just work. It's very specific in astrological books that this 6th house is your work, your health, but it really has to do with the manner in which you serve other people, the quality of your work, the quality of how you approach others to help them. And in your relationships, you need some of that this month. The other important component of this is the full moon, which we see takes place while the moon is in conjunction with Jupiter here in the 12th house. Again, the 12th house full moon has a lot to say about charity. And I'm not talking about, feed the poor type charity, although that may come into it for some of you. This has to do with being charitable. You know, they say charity starts at home. And I think, again, as I mentioned earlier, the 6th house being service, 12th house being charity, or what you dispense and give to others, has a lot to do with, you know, helping those that are in your immediate vicinity, rather than feeling as if you need to go to India and dig wells and donate lots of money there. You know, if we all do a little bit within that immediate sphere of influence, that is where the world becomes a better place. And I think that is what is being shown here as well. Mind you, the moon is also that point in your horoscope ruling the 7th house of relationships. That can improve things after the 17th when it moves into conjunction with Jupiter, the ruler of this 12th house. Then again, the full moon energy is taken back into this opposition aspect, again featuring the relationship side of things. Notice how it comes in contact with your past karma. So the moon and your past karma point have a lot to say about what happened before in your relationships. You're going to have to go through some of that to get to the real issues that are going on here. If you've glossed over all of that, or your partner has, this is the period when, to resolve some of these issues, you have to maybe dredge up some of that stuff. That's also shown by this conjunction with Pluto, which is the transformer of the zodiac. Finances on the 21st and 22nd seem to be well aspected by Venus here. And also there's a hard aspect from Uranus, which is a speculative planet. It shows that you're likely to try things that are not well thought out and maybe a bit of a gamble. Communications can be a little bit nebulous around the 24th when the moon touches on Neptune in your 3rd house of communications. Short journeys, get clarification on any of the destinations you're going to, ticketing, that sort of thing. 4th house has to do with family, a bit of tension there shown by all of these aspects. That may also hinge on these relationship factors that we've been discussing at length in your reading today. 5th house, sudden love affairs. Something may happen creatively. There may be issues with children that pop up, as this 5th house relates to all of those specific issues. And the month finishes in that area, and also with Mercury sneaking into this 8th house of intimate, deeper, more transformational topics. This has to do with meditation and working through your own psychological issues to sort out this very, very complex opposition between this triplicate of planets here in your sun sign and triplicate of planets here in your 7th house of relationships. More next month, but in the meantime, do join me at astrology.com.au. I'm here if you want to have a personal reading. I normally use a Vedic system of astrology, which is more detailed in terms of your timing and also remedial measures to help you work through what planets are causing what and how we can overcome that. See you next month. Bye-bye now.